Who was the Witch of Endor? And did King Saul truly summon the spirit of Prophet Samuel? Stay tuned as we uncover the mystery of 1 Samuel 28. Welcome again to our episode as we explore one of the most arid and controversial stories of the Bible, a desperate king, a forbidden ritual, a chilling encounter with the dead. The story begins in 1 Samuel 28. King Saul, who was once chosen by God to rule Israel, he had now lost divine favor due to his disobedience. The mighty Philistines were preparing for war and Saul was terrified. He had sought guidance from God, but there was only silence. There was no dream, no prophet, no Urim or Thummim. King Saul was frustrated and he spoke to his servants. God has turned away from me. No prophet speaks to me anymore. What then shall I do? Instead of repenting and seeking God's mercy, Saul makes a dangerous decision. He turns to a forbidden source, a medium, a necromancer, a woman who could summon the dead. And this was strictly forbidden by God, according to Deuteronomy 18 from verse 10 to 12. Yet, King Saul, driven by fear, he ordered his men to go and find him the woman. He said in a very commanding tone, "Find me a woman who is a medium, so I may go and inquire of her." Saul's servants whispered in fear amongst themselves. They were all hesitant to speak. Finally, someone spoke. He said, "There is a woman in Endor who is a medium, my lord." Now we can see King Saul with a cloak over his head, disguising himself and sneaking out into the night with two servants. Under the cover of darkness, Saul and his men traveled to Endor. The woman, known for her occultic practices, is startled when strangers knock on her door. In a dimly lit hut, and this woman cautiously opening her door. Suspiciously, she asked, "You know what Saul has done? He has cut off the mediums and spirits from the land. Why do you lay a trap for my life?" Ironically, Saul, the very king who has banned occultic, now swears by the Lord that she will not be banned. She asked this question because King Saul was the one who banned the use of mediums and spiritisms in the land. Ironically, Saul, the very king who had banned occultic practices, now swears by the Lord's name that she will not be harmed. "As surely as the Lord lives, you shall not be punished for this." The woman finally agreed. And she asked, "Whom shall I bring up for you?" King Saul whispered, "Bring up Samuel." The woman begins her ritual, and then suddenly, the woman cries out in shock. She sees something she did not expect, a divinely figure arising from the ground, and then she shouted in terrifying tone, "Why have you deceived me? You are Saul." King Saul steps forward. His hand was pale with fear. What happens next has puzzled theologians for centuries. A figure resembling Samuel appears, wrapped in a robe. King Saul asked her, "Tell me, what do you see?" The Witch of Endor says, "I see a godlike figure coming up from the earth." King Saul realizes it looks like Samuel. He falls face down to the ground. And then the alleged spirit of Samuel asked in a deep and solemn voice, "Why have you disturbed me by bringing me up?" King Saul began pleading, "The Philistines are waging war against me, and God has departed from me. Tell me what to do." Samuel's response is not what Saul had hoped for. The spirit sternly said, "The Lord has turned the kingdom from you and had given it to David. Tomorrow, you and your sons will be with me." King Saul collapsed in horror and was scared. After receiving the chilling prophecy, Saul stumbles away, weakened and filled with dread. Just as Samuel foretold, the next day in battle, Saul is mortally wounded. Rather than be captured by the Philistines, he falls on his own sword, ending his own tragic reign. This can be found in 1 Samuel 31 from verse 4 to 6. The mighty King Saul, once anointed by God, met his end because of his disobedience and reliance on the forbidden. His story serves as a powerful warning against turning away from God and seeking answers through ungodly means. But one great mystery remains. Was that really Prophet Samuel, or was it a deceptive spirit? Some believe that God allowed Prophet Samuel to appear to deliver a final message to Paul. Others argue that this was a demonic impersonation, as the Bible warns against mediums and spiritisms. Leviticus 19 verse 31 shows us this. Now back to me and you. What do we think? Was it truly Samuel, or was it just a deception? Comment below and let's discuss this mysterious biblical event. If you've not subscribed to this channel, this is me asking and pleading that you subscribe for more biblical insight into the Bible, and see you on our next video. And until next time, bye.